up? It's your boy, Dr. Biscuits. What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Dr. Biscuits. This is that Dr. Biscuits lifestyle. We're going to take a look at some shoes today, more specifically, actually, some boots. I'm going to split from my typical brand loyalty, which is Nike. I've always liked Nike, probably because I'm a kid of the 80s and 90s. It was the Jordans. It was the Nike, just do it. It's got to be the shoes, got to be the shoes, got to be the shoes. Don't really know for sure, but that's me. I like Nikes. Don't have anything against people that don't like Nikes or people that like other stuff, but that's my stuff, is Nikes. But with us having recently passed Veterans Day, moving towards the end of the calendar year, in my previous video, I looked at some camo, kind of a light desert camo themed Nike low canvas shoes. Check that video out, like and subscribe, of course. But in looking at something else to cover with like a military or camouflage or tactical theme, I came across some Under Armour boots that I liked and I thought looked good. And so, of course, I used making this video as justification to leverage buying them, of course. They are a pair of Under Armour Speedfit 2.0s. We're going to look at them. This review is going to be tactical review. It's not going to be tactical. And what that means, for anyone who doesn't know, within the law enforcement military community, tactical obviously is a word that refers to your operations, your missions, etc., your, whether it be gear, whether it be clothing, equipment, movements. It's an adjective, right? Tactical. Within those communities, there is a tongue-in-cheek reference to people who have the gear and they talk the talk, but maybe they don't walk the walk, and that is tactical. So imagine you have someone who's really wants to be the real deal, and they happen to have, normally it's money, that can afford, you know, the awesome gear, the high-level gear, the expensive accessory for everything, all the aftermarket stuff, etc., etc. They have the look, right? They look polished. They have the expensive everything. They probably don't even know how to use it. And those people are tactical, okay? And anyway, so this review is going to be tactical in that I'm going to talk about what I like about the boots, how they look. We're going to take a look at them with some different clothing options, okay? But this is not going to be a review of their utility to wear, you know, as a war fighter or as an operator, etc. I'm sure you can find that somewhere else, but I will not be reviewing extensive functionality of the shoe, okay? But let's get started. Here we go. Under Armour Speedfit 2.0 pair of boots. These are new to me. These are not brand new. I think they were released maybe a year ago. I like them. Again, I'm talking about the looks. I think it's a cool look. I think it's a clean, nice, tactical look. One thing I'll say right off the bat is check out the bottom. It's like the traditional gum bottom color. I like that. I think that's pretty cool. On these laces on top, before I forget, these right here are not actually connected to these up here that you actually tie. So these are just kind of bolted down for whatever that's worth. I like on the side, this is kind of a faded multicam color, and it's kind of difficult to see in the video, but if you look close, there's a very small grid, which is kind of a throwback to BDUs or battle dress uniform camo clothing back in the day. Had a grid pattern to it. It looked like a waffle if you looked really close. It was called ripstop. The idea being that if it ripped in any direction, this subtle waffle pattern sewing would keep it from ripping anymore in any single direction. But these boots are symmetric on the right and left. So let's take a look at one. You've got the Under Armour logo right here with the tactical look to it. Okay, you've got the strap back here to help pull it on. I cannot emphasize how light these are. I looked it up and they weigh 10 ounces total. So each boot weighs only 5 ounces. It's practically floating away, okay? For a source of reference, I looked for something that was 5 ounces, and I found that one applesauce and one iced oatmeal Cliff's children's bar actually weighs in excess of 5 ounces. So this boot weighs less than applesauce and Cliff bar. Shout out to my son for letting me borrow that. Thank you, son. So these are very light. They have been very comfortable when I've had them on. Again, I have not been kicking indoors or completing clandestine missions, going after high value targets, okay? But I have been, tried them on, worn them around the house a little bit. I like them, I'm a fan. And again, let's just be real. Some people go for this look, and I'm in that category. I like the tactical look or the tactical look. I like it, and I think that this boot nails it. This right here on the toe, kind of difficult to see. Get a little bit better light. It's textured. I like that. Overall, the boot itself is a little, maybe stiff is the word. Not in a bad way, but it just holds its form a little bit. Again, it's very light. It's very light. It's easy to get on. I like it. I think it's a good look. Let's take a look at it on the feet, shall we?
There it is. Let me know what you think. I like it. I think it's a nice look. It's tactical AF, operator AF. I'm basically ready to do some SEAL Team 6 operations wearing these. But seriously, I like it. I think it's a sharp look. If you have any feedback on how these actually perform, if you've worn them for work, let us know. Make a comment. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. We'll holler at you next time. Dr. Biscuits, that Dr. Biscuits lifestyle. I'm excited about these. I'm looking forward to wearing them. Let me know what you think, if you like them or not. I gotta know. Holler at me.
Hashtag action shot, hashtag extended edition, hashtag director's cut. So I put all this video together and was ready to upload and realized I had to make an alibi. Number one, I noticed when I looked at the video and put it together that I really liked the way the boots looked with the green scrubs that I have. So I've been wearing them to the hospital the last few days, and I wanted to say the boots are very comfortable, and I think they look sharp with those pants. They are like a olive green color, which is why I think they tie in nicely. The scrubs are made by some folks named Figs, for whatever it's worth. The more important reason I wanted to make an alibi, operationbuildup.com, check it out, was because I saw on Facebook we recently passed Giving Tuesday, and I don't always necessarily get into the trends on social media and Facebook and whatnot, but I will say I had been thinking to myself, what is a way that I can make these videos a little something positive for more than just myself? Because it is positive for myself, because I like shoes and it's a break from work and the grind and I enjoy it. But I thought, what can I do that would put a little positive spin on this and maybe benefit somebody else out there? So I thought, with Veterans Day recently in the rearview mirror and me having sought out a couple of pairs of shoes with like a military camouflage type theme, I thought of my guy Justin, a friend of mine who runs Operation Build Up. Check it out at operationbuildup.com. So what Justin and his people do is they have an organization, a charity that is not for profit. It's all legit by the books. And what they do is they're very mechanically inclined folks. Spoiler alert, I am not. That's why I chose medicine, because I would probably cut my hand off by now if I was trying to, you know, repair an automobile. But anyway, they get a hold of automobiles that are gently used or maybe donated or not completely lost causes but need some work. And what they do is they get them up and running, they get them looking respectable. The emphasis is on functionality. So this is not exhibit pimp my ride. And what they do is they get these automobiles up and running, and they find folks who are veterans of the military who are maybe a little bit down on their luck or struggling, specifically because of a lack of reliable transportation, which is something that I think a lot of people, including myself, take for granted. If you're struggling and the bills are piling up, we've all been there at some time in our life, some more than others, one way in another. But if you don't have reliable transportation, then your problems are just compounded, trying to get to work, trying to get a job interview, etc. So Justin seeks these people out, and he and his people, they work on donations only, and they get these vehicles up and running, and they get them donated to these folks. And I think it's very admirable, and he's very passionate, fiercely passionate about helping these people out. Justin himself is a prior Marine, and so I thought, well, let me do something for these guys, make a, you know, whatever donation. And I was thinking of how I could do it or what spin I could do on it, and finally what I came down to was pretty simple. I just said, well, let me look back and see when I bought these boots, how much I paid for them, which turned out to be like 120 something. Took the same amount, boom, sent a little donation over to Operation Build Up. And this is not, I'm not looking for a pat on the back or looking to make a humble brag or anything like that. I just wanted to find something to do that would be positive, that would tie into the video, and also give a shout out to these great guys at Operation Build Up. Check them out, operationbuildup.com. And I thought maybe in the future, with other shoes I look at, I will find some other cause that is worthwhile and is making a difference, and might just do the same thing, a 1-for-1. Buy a pair of shoes, same amount goes to those people, shout it out in case anybody's actually watching these videos, so that way, put it out there. So check them out, operationbuildup.com. Don't be jealous, semper fidelis, check it out. I don't lecture people, and I think it's annoying when people are like, for the price of a cup of coffee, you can feed 67,000 starving children in wherever. But something caught my eye the other day. I'm a Joe Rogan fan, and we all know this to be true, but he articulated it well. He said, I am the most, referring to himself, he said, I am the most selfish, generous person that you'll ever meet. And what he's saying that we all know to be true is when you do something for somebody else, it makes you feel good about yourself. So maybe consider when you do things for somebody, look for a way to make a difference. It's an investment in yourself. You know, that's why I do. I feel better about myself. I'm able to sleep at night. I feel like I made a difference. Even if the rest of the day sucked, I made a difference for somebody out there. Whether it's money, whether it's time, whether you're cutting grass for the old lady next door, holding the door open for somebody, taking a second to listen to a stranger who's having a hard time. Do something for somebody else and take note of it discreetly for yourself, because it's an investment and you're gonna feel better about yourself. So give it some thought. Check them out, operationbuildup.com. I'm Dr. Biscuits. This is that Dr. Biscuits lifestyle. Don't forget, like and subscribe.